find my Hello ADP record.
Okay.
Is this working?
Yep.
I think so.
Yes. Hello, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Okay.
We are here on this double show.
Okay, I think I need to turn down my volume. Turn down volume. So. Yes. Welcome to Musica contro il coronavirus. We are Wolf&Moon from Berlino, and there is our Italian friend.
Vicenza. Okay.
Where are you right now?
In Vicenza, Italy is northern Italy.
How do we get rid of the echo?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was wondering. Also.
If anyone knows how to get rid of the echo, tell us in the comments, okay?
Yeah, I'm just put it here. Right, cool.
So you're in northern Italy, is that correct?
Exactly. Near Venice.
Near
Yeah.
Venice. So,
Yeah. So.
How's the situation there?
Well, I mean, we've been in lockdown for like 2 months, and in my region is especially strict, I think. So we're not allowed to actually go out the house except for groceries and one person at a time. So I literally have not left my house in the past 2 months, which is insane.
wow.
And because I have someone else going grocery shopping. But yeah, hopefully from next week it's gonna be better. And what about you guys? How's it in Berlin?
Yeah, Berlin is not in a real lockdown, so it is a like self-quarantine kind of situation here. But we've been home. Actually, we came from Italy when it all started, and yeah, that has been now 2 months almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beginning of March, we were on the Italy tour, and then it got all cancelled.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, that's unfortunate. So you guys travel a lot to play, huh?
Yeah, normally we travel a lot, and we had a lot of traveling planned for this year, and tours and stuff like that, and like showcase festivals and a lot of plans for this year. And the whole plan is kind of like on hold or in a different light right now.
Right.
So yeah, it's really like as for everyone, it has been messing up our schedule. But other than that, we're doing fine and we're healthy. And, we got some work to do, and we've been working on a video clip and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's good. It's good to keep a good attitude about everything that's going on. Otherwise, it's just like really hard. So using the time to do things that we would not do or not have the time to do usually.
Someone says we should use headphones. I just got some headphones. Hopefully that helps. Wait, guys. I'll
plug it in the phone.
What do you mean in the phone? Okay, in the phone, but then I need other headphones.
Yeah, I would use headphones, but I've tried and it was really bad. So I don't know.
So I think for everyone who's tuning in, we should start maybe with some music.
Yeah.
And Elvea, I'm very curious to hear some of your music. Could you play something?
Oh, so you want me to start? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
All right. So this is one of the songs I released. It's called Rain. I already played it a few times online, but I like it.
Cool.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Rain, come again, I'm inside, far away. Rain, my old friend, the clouds rise again. Still I can see where rivers go. Wish I could fly to chase the sun, break these walls, show your strength, set me free, and then rain back again, clear my path, draw my way, still I can't see where rivers go. Wish I could fly to chase the dawn, but I can feel the rain on my skin. Touch of the sea gives on my sins, yeah. And late at night, I'm not afraid. But it's my soul stands in my no. Yeah. One day I'll see where rivers go. One day I'll fly towards the dawn. One day I'll see where rivers go. And then I'll fly towards the dawn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
That was very beautiful.
Thanks.
How is the sound now with our headphones? Can you still hear us?
What?
How is the sound now with the headphones? Can you still hear us?
No, I don't have. Yeah, I can still hear you perfectly.
Okay, great.
For me, I don't know the guys on the chat though, because I know someone was complaining about me, but I mean, not complaining, but I was saying that they can't hear me. But anyways, it's your turn, you guys. I've been waiting to hear you guys play because I know I love duos. I love voices working together. I miss doing that with like other singers. So I'm gonna enjoy a lot hearing you two playing together.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll start and then we'll talk some more.
Yeah.
I think while we're singing and playing, we cannot hear you, but that's fine because I'll put this down, right?
Yeah, but then it goes through this mic, right? So I need to type this.
No,
It goes to this mic.
Okay.
Okay, this is very home DIY, so I hope you guys can still hear everything.
We released a new song, which is called A Tape Called Life, and the song we have never performed at all yet. So this is the first time you're gonna hear it. Oh, what I like about last night. You're the pilot, we were flying high. Never reached our destination. Didn't look for explanations why we never made it far. Everything that used to be better than what you said to me when we were young. I don't wanna spend my days wanting all that I can take. We still got so much to see. Know what I thought? I'm thinking quite a lot. There is more than what meets the eye. Cannot hit rewind on a tape that's a lie. I don't think I ever. Everything that used to be better, that's what you said to me when we were young. I don't wanna spend my days wanting all that I can take. We still got so much. Everything that used to be better, that's what you said to me when we were young. I don't wanna spend my days wanting all that I can take. We still got so much to see. Oh, what I see, being in a dream, I see a future out in front of me. Don't pretend that it's over when there's still things to go for. When we're still young.
Whoa, that was beautiful. That was so good. That was so.
Wait, I plugged in my headphones.
Was this without echoes and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay,
It was
good.
for me. At least I could hear it good. Well.
Stick with us, people. I don't know if you understand like how all the technicalities of this work, but it's also for us a new thing we're trying out.
It's a new experience.
And we're not the most technical beings. I think Elvea and we're trying our best. But thanks for being here and sticking around.
I also wanted to say to all the people who watch this, you know, during this time of coronavirus quarantine, it's actually so nice if you send comments, like as much as you can, and like comment artist stuff, because sometimes we feel like who are we talking to? And it's just really nice to get like a response. At least that's how I feel. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree totally. Unfortunately, I feel like even though it's a long time since we first had social media and stuff, most of the time people maybe don't really think that they matter that much. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but like they feel like it's not gonna change if they message us or like talk to us. But even like friends, I'm not talking about like, I don't know, people that doesn't know us at all, but even like people that maybe went to some of our shows or whatever. Like it's just so nice to have people messaging, and it's so cool for us, I think. And it's always a pleasure to answer to messages and like talk to people. And I feel like, I don't know, sometimes maybe I am a bit shy, so I wouldn't do it for other artists. So I can understand why sometimes people like tend to maybe just like things and maybe not talk. But it's really cool to talk because we want to talk to people. You know, it's part of being an artist, I think.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel the same. Like I usually don't comment so easy on people's stuff, and I think a lot of people, a lot of our fans are like this. But yeah, it's so helpful if people like comment, because then we artists know that we are talking to someone and there's someone responding, and it's just so encouraging.
It is.
So
So
Yeah, so everyone who's joining, you're watching Música contra el Coronavirus, this coming together of two different artists from other parts of the world, Italy and Germany, and we don't know each other yet. So it's kind of, you're watching a blind date between two artists, and we're playing like a bunch of songs, and we listen to each other's songs. So glad that you can join. I have a question for you, Elvea. What is your what was your situation up till that everything changed, and how has it changed for you?
So I've been playing mostly like, you know, kind of like bars and venues mainly. So with like different bands, and that's also part of my income. And of course, then I had to kind of stop. But I'm also happy because I was gonna take some time off to write more music, because I've released an album a year ago, or maybe like a little more than a year ago, and I felt like in the past year I didn't have much time to focus on writing and producing music. So I wanted to kind of take a break to focus on that. And so it was kind of like the right time, I feel, in a way. But also,
What kind of songs are you writing?
what?
What kind of songs are you writing? Is the song, is it changing because of the situation, what you write?
I have more time to listen to other music, so I feel like I can have more inspiration from other artists, maybe. And it's something that I don't know. We all know that it's really important. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I always feel like listening to other artists and other genres, maybe different from yours, is like so important to put some new taste in what you do. But at the same time, it's like when you're writing or performing a lot, you don't really spend much time listening to other stuff. Kind of like an in between. So I feel that's good because it's giving me the option to kind of like put some new or try new things on my music that then I will release, hopefully like later in the summer.
mhm.
But what
You also
about
record it yourself?
what?
Do you also record yourself?
I do. I try to do most of the things by myself. Obviously, I'm not a piano player, so like I have my limits. But I try at least to have an idea of what I want. Then I have some musicians I work with that usually really understand my taste. Wait, you guys disappeared.
I think Steph's laptop died.
Oh, okay. Okay, so well, you're on Instagram though.
Running in a bit.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe you can explain on the Facebook.
Yeah. So their computer died, but they're gonna be back soon. So I have them on Instagram at the moment, so I can. Okay.
So everyone switched to Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Just move to Instagram, guys. So what are you guys doing? Are you writing, or did you release something recently?
Yeah, so we actually had our second album already recorded, and we were in the last stage of like mixing and mastering and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that is all done now. So yeah, we're actually in this luxurious position of we don't have to write anything because we have our second album already
out. I mean,
I think
done.
we're coming back on. And we're back on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were just answering what we were doing.
Okay.
And yeah, so we have our second album finished, and now we are in the process of how are we going to release it. So what it changes is how the whole plan for this year actually was planned out, and also like, do you release new music during this time when you cannot tour behind the album? And this is a big question we're facing right now, which is pretty hard decision to make. So yeah, we're releasing some singles. We just released the previous song, a tape called Live. Video will be out soon, which we kind of made with a green screen in our home.
Right.
And yeah, like because we couldn't have any adventure, we did like a green screen adventure. It worked out pretty well. That is coming
on the 9th of April. Actually, we're doing a watching
May.
We're doing a watching party, so we're inviting everyone to watch it together with us for the first time on 9th of May at 9 o'clock in the evening. And so, yeah, we hope a lot of people join us because we put lots of time and passion into this, and it became a really cool, special music video like we've never done before. So, yeah.
That is pretty cool. Yeah, I think like one of the, again, making the positive out of the situation is that you can maybe, become more crafty and try to figure out how to do things, even if you don't have like the same options that you usually have.
Yeah.
So it can be good for like, the future life, like, oh, we're strong, we can do things even if we don't have the tools to do things. So
yeah,
that is. There's someone that is greeting us from Darsena. Hi. Darsena was in a place that we played in Italy. Yeah.
Nice. So, do you want to play another song for us, please?
Okay. Okay, this chair is making a lot of noise. This song is from the album I mentioned before, and it's called Lost in a Sigh. I am lost in a sigh, 'cause all these thoughts in my brain, they hurt and hurt, and so I'm lost in a sigh. What did I do don't leave. And I can tell you, don't leave. I don't want us to be apart, but I have fear in my heart that burn and burn, and so I'm lost in the sight. And I can tell you, please don't leave. And I can tell you, please don't leave. And I can tell you, please don't leave. I want to tell you, please don't leave. I want to tell you, please don't leave. I want to tell you, please don't leave. But I'm lost in my mind.
Yeah. Great job.
Thanks. It's
What?
so good to play acoustic songs that I've never played acoustic. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're doing great.
Thank you.
What age were you when you started writing music?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I started like maybe when I was when I started singing, I think. So when I was like 12, singing, like studying when I was 12 or 13, but the first songs were like great.
Stephanie always says like your first pancakes.
Yeah, for real. So but then I think I worked a lot as a singer for like other bands and stuff. And so I wasn't writing at the time, but then I felt like that was not the thing I like. I mean, I love singing, obviously. It's like the main thing about music. Like I play a little bit of piano and like I do other stuff, but like singing is my main thing. But singing only other songs for other people in bands that were just doing covers and stuff, I felt like I was getting a bit depressed over it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I decided to go back to writing, and that was the best decision ever because it healed everything.
And when was that?
That was in maybe when I was, well, I mean, I'm 30 now. So that was maybe 11 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. So
Nice.
yeah, then it took a long time to actually be confident enough to release songs. And I was in the US at the time. I went to college there. And so there I felt like a bit more free because there were so many people that were from different backgrounds, and like everyone was just like, yeah, just do it, just do whatever. And so I started releasing songs. And that was the second best thing I did for myself, not for like other reasons, but just because it was like a boost of confidence, I guess. And
Cool.
what about you guys? Do you write together?
Yeah, we record and write in Stockholm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where we make our records. So then
Okay.
it's basically the two of us and our producer, and we write most of the songs together for Wolf&Moon. I mean, like sometimes we would write something with the two of us, and then we just bring the idea to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then like develop it further together. But yeah, our songs for the most part are written by the two of us. I mean, I also write my own music or for other people, but yeah, for Wolf&Moon, it's just basically.
It's not always easy writing together,
I can imagine.
but it's yeah. I think we figured out. I mean, we don't have huge arguments or anything, and our producer also knows how to, like, when it turns into an argument, we take a walk and go for hot chocolate or something like that. And then we return in the studio, and then it's like, we
Yeah.
can figure this out. So no, it's not a lot of not crazy hard for us. It's actually we write almost a song in one day with our producer and also record. So most of our albums are pretty spontaneous, what you hear, and we don't get a lot of takes either. So it's very like in the moment kind of how we create it. And that's that has been working now for 2 albums, and maybe we switch it up for the third.
Yeah, but that is pretty cool. Like I can tell there's obviously a lot of feeling between you two when you sing, because you're spot on. So I was really curious about this, if you were writing together, or like if it was like one of you two were writing and then the other one was kind of like joining in. It's always like really cool to hear.
Yeah, we have different ways. What Steph said, like different ways of doing it, but most of the time it's like who comes up with the best lines, and then it's like battling, like oh, I like that line, but I don't like this, and then you cannot say you don't like something if you don't have something better. So you're kind of challenging each other.
Well, that's a really good thing to do, though.
It's a great thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rule. Like you can't say that this is like I don't like this, but don't come up with like another solution.
That is really cool. You guys are really cool. So
thank you.
Do you want to play something now?
Yeah, I wanted to switch it up, like No One Ever. Okay.
Wait. Sorry, guys.
Back to playing mode.
Build a house here for a night. Can we start down to get high? Get the sun to sing us to sleep. The waves are singing my lullaby when we're nowhere and everywhere, nowhere and everywhere, nowhere and everywhere. We are nowhere and everywhere, nowhere and everywhere, nowhere and everywhere. We are. Don't need a lot as long as we keep breathing. Don't need to hide from others when we meet. Don't need a lot as long as we keep breathing. Don't need to hide from others when we are naked. Expanding spaces in our little head. I might look like the clearer instead. The future place taking in a time. The open grounds allow us to walk when we're nowhere. It's everywhere, nowhere. It's everywhere, nowhere and everywhere. We are nowhere, it's everywhere, nowhere, it's everywhere, nowhere and everywhere. We are. Don't need a lot as long as we keep breathing. Don't need to hide from others when we meet. Don't need a lot as long as we keep breathing. Don't need to hide from others when we meet.
Thank you.
Awesome. So good. So what are
Wait,
your
1 second. We need to plug you in again. Okay, here we are.
here I'm like looking up because my setup is awful. But what are your inspirations, or what are the artists you like the most? If you
Good question.
I discovered some new artists that I
Mm.
really like, and one of them is Kurang Bin. Do you know them? Where are
No.
they actually from?
They're from Texas.
They're from Texas.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, it's very different music to what we do,
Mhm.
but as you said, it's really nice to listen to stuff that is very different to get inspiration.
Yeah.
hmm And I also like Feist. Do you know her?
Yeah, I've heard. I have a friend that's like a huge fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We too. We bond over Feist a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our common factor.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like Bon Iver, like also like bands like Radiohead, Arcade Fire, stuff like that.
Yeah.
For us, also Angus and Julia Stone, the XX and stuff like that.
Yeah. I love the XX. It's actually some of the bands that I don't know. I listen to a lot of like music from England. I feel like lately, I used to listen to more like American music, and I feel in the UK there's some sounds and some stuff that I like more now than I used to back in the day. So the XX is actually like a band I've listened to in the past, and I just recently started listening to again.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what are your influences?
Well, I also have I have some gospel, some blues, and some jazz in my background, but I also have a lot of Radiohead. I love Radiohead. I love Tom York. I can
Nice.
cover him a lot. I guess people are tired of hearing me trying to sing Tom York's songs. And yeah, so what do I listen to lately? Oh my gosh, I've been listening to a lot of like indie playlists on Spotify, just like starting them and just listen to whatever they play. And indie is also something that I've listened to like on and off in my life, I guess. Never listened to something in particular, but just like songs. And obviously, I like it because it's so different from my style and like my voice, I guess.
Yeah.
And so it's soothing sometimes. And then there's Gregory Porter, Erica Badu, D'Angelo, and all like the R&B and soul music.
Yeah, you can hear that too. Yeah. Nice.
That I really like. So yeah, but it's really cool to I guess to share like stuff that other songwriters listen to, because I think it's always so inspiring. And,
Yeah, true. We actually made like a collection of songs that we've listened to like the last week. We always put them like in our playlist on Spotify. Like, feel free to check it out. That's like what have we have been listening to like last week or the last 2 weeks. It's called what is it called again? For Indie Lovers and Long Night Drivers. It's a long name. But there is like the bands that we just mentioned, some indie, some like the band from Texas.
Yeah, we'll check it out for sure. It's, as I said, like it's always, we're all always looking for stuff. I feel like that's good and inspiring and like new, I guess. And so for sure. I also have some stuff on Spotify. I guess I did a playlist of like songs I wish I wrote.
Oh, cool. That's a good title.
There's also like a bunch of mixed stuff from like a bunch of different genres and
Nice.
Cool.
How's the music scene in your city where you're at? You're close to Milan, you said, right?
No, I'm
No,
close to
Venice.
Venice. So we are northeast. It used to be a bit more. Okay, I'm a bit of an outsider in this sense. Like I don't, again, like I perform, but I don't perform that much anymore around here. And I used to way more back in the day before leaving Italy. And when I got back, I felt like the scene was kind of like, well, maybe it's because I'm older. I don't know. I feel like things are not as they used to be. I feel like there's less live music. There's less venues that want bands to play, and I think that's a sad thing because there's a whole lot of people that play, and also I feel like we don't have many like open mics or venues where people can play original music. Most of the time, they want you to play covers, and that's also a bad thing because I feel people are not like inspired to write if they don't have the chance to go out and perform their songs
Yeah.
that much, and that's a shame, especially for like young people. I feel like that's really, really, really important, and I hope things will change. So
Yeah.
maybe these kind of like situations where there's artists like you and me, like and many others that come together on social media and like play their songs, and people are stuck at home, so they kind of have to listen to whatever we play.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so.
Yeah. Have you been doing a lot of online concerts during this time?
No, I've uploaded some covers. I don't feel that. I don't know. Live things are still like a bit weird for me. But I've watched a lot because I really enjoy watching, and I like supporting other artists, whether they're like famous artists or just like me. I think it's always very good to support each other. So I've been listening a lot, and I haven't been performing that much. Maybe I should do it more. It's just that like I feel like I always play the same things because my piano playing again. It's like,
Do you usually play with the band, or how do you usually perform?
I have a band, so I only sing on stage and they play. And sometimes I ask them if I can play the piano, and sometimes they let me, but sometimes they're like, "You really have to."
Nice.
They're awesome.
And are you like locked in? Do you live with people together, or are you completely alone?
No, I'm actually with my family, so I'm staying right now. I'm staying with my parents, and because again, like I left Italy and then I came back, so I kind of had to adjust. But at this time, I'm happy that I'm here because since we're all like locked
Yeah.
in, I feel having your parents around is a good thing. But also, I can wait to get out.
Yeah, exactly. It's also very close all of a sudden.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
are you? Is your family healthy, or have you had people in your direct area being sick?
My town is actually really hit. It's a small town with like 7,000 people, but there's a lot of people who got sick, unfortunately. So not in my family, like my direct family, thankfully, but like some friends of mine had their maybe parents or whatever get sick. So it's been a bit tough because you can't even be there for them, and I guess that's the worst part. Like you can only talk on the phone, but
Yeah.
it'll get better. I think people are learning. Hopefully, people are learning something from this situation. So.
And do you know how long the lockdown in Italy will still be?
It's getting, I think, last week, starting the 4th of May, so next week.
That's the last week.
Sorry, the next week. So
Is that going to
last week? Yes.
Hello, Espa from
Philippines?
Philippines.
Shout out.
Hello from the Philippines.
That's
And,
amazing.
Yeah. Be safe. Follow the rules. Yes. Yeah, I think they're trying to open up a little bit the situation and see like how things go. If we get like a lot of people sick, maybe they close it again, or if not, maybe they'll start opening more. Hopefully.
So you can't even go out for groceries? That's not allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed, but only one person per. Like, I can't go with my mom. Either she goes or I go, and you have to stay in your town, so you can't get out of the town. And but up until next week, or sorry, up until last week, you couldn't even go out for a walk.
Wow.
So you could only stay like in the proximity of your house if you had a dog or something. Like I'm lucky because we have a garden, so I could stay outside and be in the sun. But I think about all these people who live like in a tiny apartment, maybe they have no balcony and stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine how that is.
Yeah.
But it's been sunny and I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are lucky too. We have a garden, so it's pretty chill here. Yeah, to act, and also for us to be at home so much, because normally we tour so much that we cannot enjoy our home at all.
Right.
And so the first couple of weeks, I was almost like like first sad that the tour was canceled, but then happy that I was home. And now it's like that long that it's like, okay, now I miss the touring again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's back and forth with Felix. I think it's pretty amazing that so many people have actually listened and are doing this. I think like that really amazes me that people are doing this. Also, I mean, some people are scared of the fines maybe, but without that, a lot of countries and a lot of people are actually helping out.
Yeah, and also I've had this weird feeling where I was like going through Facebook or something in the past days, and I've seen friends from maybe like a girl from South Africa and one from China and one from the US, and like everyone is in the exact situation, are saying the same things, like, oh, I don't talk to my friends, and it's such a weird feeling thinking that the whole world is feeling the exact same way you are at the moment. I feel it's like such a unique feeling, and in a way, you feel like closer to everyone else, which and I like that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a positive side of it. Also, I think the side for like nature, you know, being able to catch its breath again and to restore a little bit, that is also pretty amazing, and also to see like what we can do.
Is it true that there are dolphins in Venice, or is it a rumor?
Oh, so I've heard. Yeah, I think it might be true because like there's no boats going around right now. I've seen videos of like really clean water in the city, which is like crazy to see. So yeah, to me it's like in this moment. So I'm like very fascinated with frogs and stuff. I love them a lot.
Really?
I've never heard that.
During this time, usually they get like they go out of the woods, to lay eggs and stuff, and like a lot of them get killed by cars. So I'm thinking this year we probably will have more frogs surviving.
For sure.
That's a good.
Save the frogs.
Maybe one of them will be a prince.
Oh my gosh!
Have you ever kissed a frog?
No, I've never kissed a frog.
Where did your interest for frogs start?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I have a friend that one night back in the day we were like hiking around town at night, and he told me to cross over some closed area. It was a construction zone, so you were not allowed in. So I was like, "Are you sure?" Blah blah. And he's like, "Yeah, let's go." And there are like some ponds in the area, and there's all these little frogs that were like all like gathered together there because it was springtime, and we're just sitting there listening to the frogs in the in the silence. And I don't know, I had a frog jumping on my hand, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever.
This is just the best frog story I've ever heard.
Yeah, so like they make fun of me sometimes, but they're pretty cool animals.
and very underappreciated, I think. So it's very good that there's someone out there appreciating them.
Giving love to the frogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to play another song?
Yeah. What time is it? We have
because
time.
We're close to the end. We have like 10 minutes left. So
yeah. Okay. So
let's finish with music.
I go, but then wait. Okay. It's always happy songs. try not to tell you about how I feel, but you refuse to tell yourself that it's over this time. You keep on blaming me, say I'm not strong enough. Now I see the weak one is you, never really seen me. Oh, you won't know, I'll do my best, fix what went wrong, heal all the pain. After all, they're just words. You say you love me, and not give up again is the one thing to do. So don't look at me now, please don't. We're just pretending this is what we need. 'Cause love makes you blind sometimes. You cannot see what is real. Or you would know I'll do my best, fix what went wrong, heal all the pain. After all, they're just words. You say you love me, and not give up again is the wrong thing to do. So don't look at me now, please don't. 'Cause I don't wanna cry, I don't wanna scream, I don't want you to bleed again. I'll show you my strength, I'll show you my worth. Can you see me now? Now you should know that I did my best, fix what went wrong, to heal all the pain. After all, they're just words. You say you love me, and not give up again is the wrong thing to do. So don't look at me now, please don't, 'cause I don't want you to know that I love you down, that I love you too. It hurts, but I still love you. I'm not denying we have is real. Since I don't get back what I give, it's up for me to live.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome.
Keep
I like
you-
that low voice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. It's you guys' turn.
Yes, the last song of this nice conversation. It was nice meeting you.
It was a super fun blind date.
Yeah, same.
I think tonight I will dream about frogs.
Please do. It's good for them. If people think about that.
For everyone who was tuning in on Instagram, we're actually doing this for Musica contro il coronavirus,
Musica contro il coronavirus.
which I think stands for music against the coronavirus.
Yes.
And for everyone on Facebook joining, amazing. Thank you for watching and listening. If there were any technical issues, please let us know. We'll try to solve that next time. And we're gonna end this with a song called "Situations."
Hold your temper down. Life's not on your long run, it isn't die.
Still waiting for you. We keep our fingers crossed. We are watching you like a smile before it's coming. Before it's coming out. One of these days, you're gonna make it. You finally, you're gonna take it out of this place, you're gonna make it impossible move out of this situation.
Thoughts are keeping you awake.
And far from dreaming,
Plans take shape inside your head.
3 appear inside each scene, and I hear it pop. Can't you feel it? Don't you understand? There's something about it. One of these days, you're gonna make it. You finally, you're gonna take it out of this place, you're gonna make it impossible move out of this situation. One of these days, you're gonna make it. You finally, you're gonna take it
Out of this place, you're gonna make it impossible move out of this situation.
I hope the guitar didn't distort. He was rocking it so loud. Yay!
Great. You guys, that was amazing.
Thank you. You were amazing.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun.
It was so nice meeting you.
It was really nice to meet you.
We have to do this again.
Okay.
Wait.
Whoops.
Okay, this looks super silly, but thank you so much for spending time with us, Elvea.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you, and everyone who was watching. Have a great evening.
Thank you, everyone. And
Bye.
till next
See
time.
you.